and I'm ready for some action.
Hey, is this thing on? Well, ladies and major, don't fail me now. Hello, my name is Wolfie. This is my channel, and this is my Power Rangers Samurai rewrite. Now, before we get started, I just want to say that I do enjoy Power Rangers Samurai. I just thought this would be fun. Now, with that out of the way, let's get started. Now, before we get anywhere close to there, we're going to be taking it back, centuries back, to the first time the Nightlight attacked. A group of 5 siblings trained to be samurai become the very first Power Rangers Samurai. During this time, Daihu will make a deal with Serrator to save Decker's life after a house fire, where they will both be turned into half Nightlock, half humans, and Decker will be cursed to scour the world searching for the perfect battle. When the Nightlock were defeated, the siblings decided that in preparation for future attacks, they would pass their symbol power down from parent to child so that there would be Rangers ready to defeat evil once again. The direct descendants of the Red Ranger would stay behind and manage the Ranger's childhood home as a safe place to reside should the occasion for the samurai to return arrives. Centuries of quiet would follow until around 15 years before the present time, when Master Xandred was awoken with the plan to flood the mortal world with the water of the Sanzu River. In response to the threat, the current head of the Shiba Clan called on the other descendants to return home and assume their place as the Samurai Rangers, and were instructed to bring their own families with them for safety. With their return, a year-long battle against Xandred began. This would also mark the first time Lauren, Jayden, Kevin, Mia, and her brother Terry, Emily and her sister Serena, and Mike would meet each other, and in the year that follows, they would all become friends as well. The Rangers fought hard in the next year, but it all came down to the final battle against Xandred himself, where unfortunately, although the Red Ranger was able to seal him away to the netherworld with the sealing symbol, he did not survive the battle. Victory was theirs, for now. When the Rangers returned home, they informed their families of what happened, and for a short while, they grieved the loss of the Red Ranger together. One night, while all the children except for Jayden and Lauren were sleeping, a plan was put into motion where Lauren would be secretly, even kept from the others, be sent into isolation to master the sealing symbol herself, while Jayden would pose as head of the Shiba Clan in her place. A lie was then made that Jayden and Lauren were outside of the border of the house, and Lauren had been lost without a trace. Jayden would keep the fact that she was alive a secret until being notified that she had mastered the sealing symbol and was returning. Days after Lauren's disappearance, the former Rangers now decided it would be best to try and return to their old lives with their families, to give their children what was left of a sense of normalcy until the call for the next team of samurai would arrive. With everyone now gone, it was just Jayden and Mentor G in the house, and Jayden's samurai training would officially begin. Not long after everyone left, Jayden and G would meet Antonio and his father at a local fish market, and Jayden and Antonio would become fast friends. They became so close that they did everything together, which Mr. G very much did not appreciate, as Antonio, as far as G was concerned, would distract Jayden from his training. Jayden would also eventually tell Antonio everything, including about Lauren, but made Antonio swear not to tell anyone that he told him. Antonio had the desire to become a samurai, so when G wasn't watching, Jayden would show him what he'd learned. A couple of years would go by when Antonio and his father would have to move away. But before he does, Jayden gives him the Squid Sword, and yes, I'm calling it the Squid Sword in this, and promises that no matter how far away they are, he will be with him. Antonio, on the other hand, promises that he'll keep up his training, and when they're older, he'll come back as a samurai and stand by him no matter what. When Mentor G found out that Jayden had given Antonio the Squid Sword, Jayden threatened to stop his samurai training if he'd gone to get it back, so he let Antonio and the Squid Sword go. Now, we fast forward to the present day, and gaps from the netherworld have been leaking mookers more frequently. She suggested it may be time to contact the others, but Jayden is hesitant to call them, because the reason that they left in the first place was because their parents wanted them to have a chance at a normal life, and he didn't want to potentially uproot those lives for what could be nothing. For now, anything that could be done, he was strong enough to handle himself. And that's all I have for now. Thank you for listening if you've gotten this far, and please let me know what you think in the comments if you like. My name is Wolfie. This has been my Power Rangers rewrite.